The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good yawning this morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It is Monday, the 2nd of March, 2026, and you are on the clock with Erin, C.I. Gibson, Greene. You heard the song, the music playing at the opening of the show? Well, today, we have joining us in studio the 2026 Hugh Campbell champions. They standing right outside the door. They coming inside right now to come take a seat. It is my pleasure to bring to y'all today the C.I. Gibson Senior Boys High School team, the Rattlers. They so disciplined. They waiting for the coach to open the door. Good morning, gentlemen. Come in the room. Producer, play some music. Play something. Gentlemen, okay, there's plenty of y'all. Anybody who can catch a seat, catch a seat. Who can't catch a seat, we can rotate the mics. They're just a little bit late because y'all in this traffic thing, y'all have no care and concern for other people's lives. So as they get settled in, just a little bit of housekeeping. I have to say thank you to Mr. Dames Driving School, and to my two Long Island cousins. I related to them through Cecil Nuri, who rescued me Friday afternoon with my broke down car at 3:45. And guess what? What these young men don't know, right? My car break down right opposite C.I. Gibson School. I was running over there and telling them, look here, I could just need a lob. If y'all lob a bounce pass and an alley-oop, we could drop this car right in my yard on Johnson Road. Good morning, gentlemen. Y'all tell the whole world good morning. Morning. Congratulations. This is C.I. Gibson's 7th title?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Coach Johnson, head coach?
Most times.
This is your 7th win as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, the only people beating them right now is, Tabernacle? Falcons? But that's okay. You know why? Because next year, the Comets coming through to drop on them. I'm a QC Comet. I put on my blue today, though. I say, I ain't coming in here with you all to put on my green. I put on my blue. Even though QC came, we came 3rd or 4th. We were in the finals for the private schools, BAISS. We did not beat the St. George's Jaguars, because I just saying, I looking y'all all in your face. We's gonna beat y'all. If we get there, we's gonna beat y'all. Well, I see y'all a tough competition. Okay, so I want everybody to call their name. Tell me what position you are on the team. And Mr. Roll, throw your hand in the air. Good stuff. Okay, let's go. Let's begin.
Keyshawn Dean, point guard / shooting guard.
All right.
My name is Sidney X. I'm a point guard.
All right.
Mario Roll, center.
Good stuff.
My name is Darius Anna, shooting guard / point guard.
All right.
My name is Josh Monroe, center. My name is Caleb Chandler, I'm power forward.
My name is Melvin Simmons, a point guard.
Uh-huh.
Kamani Davis, shooting guard.
All right.
Head coach Kevin Johnson.
Okay, y'all heard those voices? What y'all think about VJ Edgecombe?
It's the truth.
Nice.
Definitely is the truth from day one.
All right. Y'all ready for him?
I think I'm ready.
I ready for it.
Yeah, good. That's the type of attitude I like. I used to play basketball. With Mandem, right? I used to play Johnson Road, by the old bridge. You laughing at John? Wait, look here. Y'all don't know about Johnson Road Night League. I used to be on the court behind Dick Moss Bar playing ball. In fact, y'all don't know I used to be a superhero. 25 years ago, I'd be honest about that. 25 years ago, I was playing ball on Burnett Road by Midway Bar. and I jump in the air so high, I blocked somebody. I mean, we was in the air. And because we were playing on a regulated court, and I was a little big, I was a big defensive player. I had to shift my weight so I didn't push the player off the court up in the air. And I came down on one foot and broke my ankle. And that ended my basketball career. I'm telling you all. In fact, the guy I was playing with say, that's good you break your ankle. You shouldn't have been that high in the air. Everybody was stunned I got that high in the air, and I had to stop it. People thought it was obeah. But I'm so happy to see y'all young people doing exactly what we asked you to do. It's just putting your effort in and delivering your best. Now, let me give the people some history about Hugh Campbell and some history about C.I. Gibson. So I found this article online from 2012. Y'all need to rewrite it. Get the English class at C.I. Gibson. It's time for an update because y'all have to reflect your 7 wins in the history. So the article is entitled The Evolution of the Hugh Campbell Classic. This great country of ours is now 39 years old. And the Hugh Campbell Classic is one of the sporting extravaganzas that has been here from almost the beginning. The tournament is named after former educator, the late Hugh Campbell, and it began in 1982, and the only disruption was a season that was shortened because of a strike in 1986, right? Yeah. So this tournament y'all dominating has a history entrenched in the country. I'm so proud of y'all, right? The rivalry now has been long-standing as well. The Grand Bahama, New Providence rivalry. And I think there's only been a couple of years where the finals didn't feature Grand Bahama versus New Providence. And I just want you all to know, as long as they call pork and pokey in Grand Bahama, New Providence dominating the Hugh Campbell tournament. All right, so I got a little history here for you. So I see you shy. You don't want me to talk about you, right? But it says, Kevin K. Johnson, at that time, you had 4 wins with the Rattler, and you were number 2 in terms of the winningest coach. You're still number 2 in terms of the winningest coach. Comments, we getting there, though. We getting there. Yes, we have to do a little chafing. Okay, so let's talk about the final game. How do you all felt about the final game? I mean, I could read what's in the paper, but I want to hear it from y'all. And you have to speak right at the mic. You got to get right up to it.
Yeah, how we feel with the final?
Yeah, the final game.
I feel good with the final game.
Yeah.
Even though I get injured, but I feel good. We still hustle and play
Well,
hard.
what you mean? You were injured with that performance you put on?
That's wrong.
Okay, all right, all right. Y'all didn't notice a bag of juju out there, eh?
No, we didn't see that.
Oh, I thought juju was your secret weapon. All right, tell me more. Tell us more.
I was injured for me to play Tabernacle the first time,
Okay.
but I still played through the whole tournament because I wanted to win. My senior year, I wanted it all.
Good stuff, good
Smart.
stuff. Go on.
You want me to tell you a little history about C.I. Gibson and Hugh Campbell?
Yeah, tell
See that paper. Go ahead.
No. That's what I want.
All right.
What I realize is that we are not capturing like the fullness of what's happening in the local sports arena, pun intended.
Okay. I started coaching in '96.
Okay.
All right. And when I came into C.I. Gibson was a junior and senior school.
Okay, yeah.
And that year when I started teaching, they was moving C.I. Gibson into a high school.
Okay.
All right. My HOD at that time, Miss Rose Claire, God rest her soul, she asked me if I wanted the senior team, and I said no. Give me the junior boys team.
Mm-hmm.
And as we transition into senior, 3 years later, I will take the senior team over. Mr. Bill Morgan, a Canadian biology teacher, was coaching the senior boys team. So I assist him, God rest his soul, also.
Mm-hmm.
So I cut my teeth under Mr. Bill Morgan.
Okay.
And while I trained the junior boys, and we won 2 junior championships and lost the 3rd one when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved on to 98, 99. That's when I took over the senior team. And that was my first Hugh Campbell appearance in the championship. And we played Cackle High, a very good team. Harvey, Cummins, Tucker, all those guys were at Cackle High in
All right.
'99.
Okay.
And we lost by 5 points. And that was my first year as a rookie coach, coaching in U Campbell.
All right.
And the rest is history. We every year this program has been in the Final Four. We never had a losing season in the Hugh Campbell, stemming back from '99 to now. We always been in the Final Four or in the championship, win it to lose it.
Listen, you all see the look on my face, right? This guy is a playmaker. I'm still stuck at, I told them I want the junior team. That's a succession plan.
Yeah.
I see, I understand the rationale, the work behind the
Yeah.
success.
Yeah. And what we did was we built programs after that, and we built culture, and the culture still stands to this day. No matter who comes into the program, that's what we work with. And I could safely say we've been into like 24 to 25 championship, but we only won 7.
Okay.
And there was a few times we didn't make it because there were better teams than us, and a lot of the teams were but we were able to get there and be successful, and we were able to win 7 as a school, and to God be the glory. These young men continue to listen and prepare themselves for the future.
Listen, I'm so glad you took over the mic, because 7 wins does not tell the tale. Going to the finals 24, 25 times tells the tale, right? And I want to say, winning the championship is obviously a success, but getting to the championship is a marker, right, of your talent and your commitment and your effort. Congratulations, congratulations. Okay, the phone line has been blowing for a long time. Producer, let's go to our first caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. All right, let's try the second caller. Good morning, caller. Okay, we're not taking calls right now. I don't know what's happening with the callers. Callers, give us a second. I'll let you know when we are ready. Okay, so you guys, you go to the CI Gibson School. I got to send a shout out to a former alum, Mr. Neil Knowles, right? Mr. Neil Knowles is now the owner of Four Seasons Crane and Heavy Equipment Rental Services, right? And this is a man who I grew up with. And he talked constantly about what it was he took from high school, right? Like the things that he grasped at that space that led to him not just becoming a man, but becoming a business owner and an employer who hires, who employs a large number of people, and primarily men and young men, right? And so I want to say, y'all go to an awesome school, and you obviously have coaches and staff that care about you. Okay, so, Mr. Roll, so not only were you playing with an injury, but you were playing after the loss of your father. If you're comfortable, can you talk a little bit about how your team supported you through that moment, and going to, give it a good slam when you come in, and getting to the finals?
They supported me good. Everyone was telling me but the condolences. So every time I don't like talking about it. Every time I talk about it, it just break me down.
Yeah.
But now we stick together. They my brother's keepers.
Yeah.
Like when I down, they bring me up.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like when I feel loved around them.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that's the energy that took you all to the finals. It's so wonderful to see you all taking care of each other like that. Now, who's going in the dunk competition? Who's ready for the 2026 dunk competition?
Kamani
Looking
Davis.
at you, tall guy.
No.
Kamani Davis.
Vado.
Young man right there.
Oh, Vado, the next one.
All right. How many of you are considering using sports to further your academic career? Or are you trying to get to school to play ball? Basketball is going to be your career. Grab the mic. You grab the mic.
Let me say one thing before they start talking.
Yeah.
All right. You talking about Sidney Hicks, right? This young man right here.
Yeah.
All right. 2 years ago, his mom, he and I can safely say this, and he understand the process. He's going down the wrong road.
All right.
In terms of it's direction.
Yeah.
You know, his mom called me one summer and said, "Listen, Coach, I heard about you and your program. Can you take control of my son? My son is popping motorbike, doing all kind of craziness." When I first saw him, he had a big burn on his leg. And he said he got it from a popping bike, and you know
Yeah.
these guys go on the street.
Yeah.
And I said, "Boy, you sure you want to be a part of this?" And he stuttered a little bit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and the first thing I asked him, I said, "What does your grades look like?" I said, "Coach, I haven't been to school." He missed, and I quote, he missed about 280 days from school.
Look here, hold on. First of all, congratulations for pulling yourself back from 280 days off. Way to go, boy. Way to go. Way to go.
So I asked him, I was like, what does your grades look like? He said, "Coach, I don't know, but I haven't been to school." So I said, "It's 0.00. He said, "Possibly so, yes, sir." So I said, "Anyway, this is a new chapter in your life. You can't play for me if you don't get good grades. I'm letting you know right now."
Yeah.
I said, you got to try.
Yeah.
And he came in the first semester, made a 2.7. All right. Second semester, I think he made like a 2.9. Now, last semester, he's on the honor roll right now, doing extremely well. So every young man in here have an opportunity. I can say the same thing with Mario Roll.
Yeah.
Him, I'm my MVP. He came from CA Dribs, and his grade was not the best. He was in Mundell Heights doing a bunch of nonsense, but I reeled him in, and now he have a 2.7, 2.8 GPA and doing it well. And I have an opportunity to go to school to further education to basketball.
So, gentlemen, I come from a community called Johnson Road, right? Like, Johnson Road is the most magical place on the island of New Providence. You could get into anything you want to get into, right? Anything you want to get into. The thing that I saw coming up in Johnson Road in the 80s and the 90s when we had a drug era, right, is that there were people with tons of talent, but they didn't necessarily have the right avenue to channel that talent down. And so I want to say to my guy, Sydney here, if you could pop bike, if you could manipulate the laws of physics to pull your front wheel up and ride a two-wheel bike on one wheel on New Providence roads and not buck up and bounce up on your head, that's just talent and skill that's not being channeled properly, right? And I'm glad you knew in your heart ain't nothing was wrong with you. Ain't nothing was wrong with you. You just had talent and skill that you didn't know what to do with. If you could pop a bike and hold it up, yes, man. Thank you. Thank you for believing in yourself. And you too, Mr. Roll. And all of y'all, thank you for believing in yourself, because that's the start, right? And that's what the coaches offer. If you believe in yourself, we're going to put in the effort because we believe in you. All right. I almost can cry, man. Okay, so who is your toughest competition in this tournament?
St. George's.
St. George's? My boy say, ain't no competition, ain't no competition.
It's really Anatole, to be honest.
Who?
Anatole Rogers, because there was a lot of hype coming into the game. They saying they better than us, even though we know in ourselves we could have beat them because we beat them twice inside the regular season. But it was a lot of hype because this wasn't a regular season. It was a one shake, go home, win or go home.
Oh, so the tournament style changed slightly for this year? The pressure was on.
Well, early on was like two shake, and then when you get to a certain point in the tournament, win or go home.
Yeah.
So we played them in the Final Four tournament.
Okay,
and players that didn't play in the regular season played, so they had extra help. But we still went out there and did what we had to do as a team. We came with a game plan, and we did it.
All right. Who had the hardest mouth? Like you say, Anatole had hype, right? And they came in with the hype trying to psych you all out. But who had the hardest mouth?
The whole school.
The whole school, eh? Because I see in this article, right? I see the coach from R.M. Bailey. The coach from R.M. Bailey had the hardest mouth, but unfortunately the team had to forfeit before they play y'all. You think they catch right?
Yeah, it was
They guess
definitely
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know what it was.
They know what time it is.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's about the children.
Yeah.
And I keep telling coaches, don't make the game about us. It's about them. And they know how I stay in terms of when I deal with discipline.
All right.
I tell them all the time, if a teacher have to call me to your class, for your behavior, we got problems, big time.
Yeah.
And day before, they go to the office for me to deal with them many times. And not in a bad way because they understand the discipline that this program brings to the table.
Yeah.
Because I want them to make it in life. Because there's life after basketball.
Yeah.
After you graduate and then you choose to do what you have to do, whether you go in the police force, defense force, be a lawyer, doctor, whatever, you got to be disciplined. In every aspect of your life. So that's what it's about.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the skills that you learn between training and actual
Absolutely.
competition
Yep.
can take you everywhere and anywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, if y'all had to vote right now in this room, who's the team MVP?
Which
Coach.
team?
The team MVP. You could include
Like
the coach.
supporter?
You could include the supporter.
Coach
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
This one.
I got you. I think that signals a successful team. Now, right now, Bahamians playing all over the NBA, all over the world. Who's your favorite professional basketball player? You want to play in NBA, you want to play in Europe, you want to play in Asia, or if you had a chance to play with a Bahamian player right now, who you playing with? VJ off the top?
No, I'm playing VJ.
I play with Buddy.
Play with Buddy? Yeah. I don't know. That's a tight pick right there, right? Because it looked like both Buddy, even though both Buddy and VJ are exceptional scorers, right? It appears as if their best skill on the court is spatial awareness and coordination. They can see where the ball needs to be, whether it's in their hands or not, right? And so I like that. I like that. What do you say? Here's a question I have for you that we talk about all the time on our sports segment on a Friday, right? Do you want, what's more important, building an athlete to compete for himself, wearing Bahamas on his back, or building a team to compete for the Bahamas with Bahamas on their back?
Building the team.
Building a team.
Building the team? All right.
And that's what we built on. All right. Even though Darius and Mario were our seniors, our leaders in terms of basketball, we had Sydney, we had Clay, we had Melvins, we had JR, we had Josh and Caleb them. Everybody play a vital role
Yeah.
for our success. Many times, Mario had a bad game, but who had to step up? Sydney, Clay, Darius may be off one game, and then the other players step up.
Yeah.
All right. I remember the game against Aaron Bailey. Clay played a phenomenal game, but he been playing bad all season. I don't know, maybe, these guys got these little girlfriends and it's in their head. and I keep telling them, don't bring it to the game. And he's telling me, Coach, I good. He finally must leave the girl now. His game took off. So, sorry to put that out there, but anyway. But he played extremely well.
Yeah.
Leading up to the Hugh Campbell and Aaron Bailey and to the championship, he played well.
Way to go. Yeah.
So it's all about locking in and that's they understanding the importance. And Mario and
Tall boy
Barry,
here. Yeah.
they going off to school in August, God spare life. And everybody else in this room is coming back.
Okay, coming back to the program. So you guys.
So all of them in 10 and 11th grade.
Okay.
So
These tall.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, hopefully we'll continue.
Yeah, the program.
But we will do our best, preparing them as best as we know how. And all of them have an opportunity.
All right. Which schools y'all going to, gentlemen?
Coach was telling me going to school in North Carolina prep school for a year.
Okay, that's good stuff. Good stuff. I like that.
Well, we going together.
Oh, you're going to the same school. Awesome stuff. I like that too. You got somebody there you're familiar with. Right. Listen, when you dunk on somebody, right, you got to look at them like how VJ Edgecombe is look at people when he dunk on them. Y'all ever see To Sir with Love with Sidney Poitier?
No, I never saw it before.
But y'all know who Sidney Poitier is, right?
No, mom.
Okay, we can talk about that. So Sidney Poitier, right, is a Bahamian actor. Now, you see, I pause when I say Bahamian actor, right? Because the stories vary. He was an American citizen at his death, and we still arguing about whether he was an American citizen at his birth. But he was a phenomenal actor. He was the first black man to win, I think, an Oscar.
Academy Award.
Academy Award,
Yeah.
right? Prolific movies. But he have a movie called To Sir with Love, where he, as a black man, was hired to work in an inner city school in like London. And the students was rowdy. And they students, small things, they's rowdy. But he look at them like how your Grammy used to look at you when you was on the verge of doing foolishness. That's how VJ Edgecombe is look at you when he dunk on you.
Right.
You ain't gonna do that no more, right? That's right. That's the two of y'all dunk on them like that when y'all get to school. Please, please. All right, now, I know that basketball is your life right now. Let's go around the room. What are you thinking about doing when you leave school? I know you two guys are going to prepare, right, for university in an athletic program. What y'all thinking about doing?
Just be focused.
My boy here can start. You can start designing motorcycles. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. What you thinking about? You don't have to have a solid choice right now.
You say, what
What you thinking about for your future in terms of a career?
if I don't make it?
So basketball is what you thinking about for your career.
Yes, mom.
Good stuff. You could say that out loud. You could. After the Bahamian national team made it this close to the Olympics, after Buddy, after VJ, after Eric Gordon, and he got a brother, right? After Clay Thompson, and he got a brother, Sweet Bells, Rick Fox, all of them. It is quite reasonable for you to say, I want to make basketball my career. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel guilty. Don't feel nothing about it. Just know you got to commit to it.
And I can tell you this: it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, you could want something, but if you don't put in the work, if you want to stay in the back and play dominoes and not go on the court and play and work on your game, you ain't going nowhere.
Absolutely.
All right? And you know why I call dominoes, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, him. You see that pretty white boy over there who talking about he want to play basketball?
Yeah.
All right? And we going to Orlando on Easter, and you have millions and millions of players who want the same thing. So if you don't put in that work, side will be your cry.
Now listen, if you want to be a domino champion, right? Just hold on. Just understand that dominoes is math, probabilities, statistics, right? There's real strategy, there's real skill and talent in it.
Yeah.
But let's look at DeAndre Ayton versus a Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
Right? I think one of the interviews I read with DeAndre Ayton at sort of the beginning of his career, he sort of made this statement like, I watch some tapes, I go home, I play video games, I tend to the baby a little bit, right? And it's almost a complete difference when you hear Buddy and VJ talk about their life when they're playing. And so you could have all the talent in the world because DeAndre Ayton is surely, he is super talented. Our Nigerian, Jamaican, Bahamian brother who we share with the rest, he's super talented. But it's the drive. It's the drive that
The
gets
hard work,
you
you got to put in that work.
And then the attitude, right? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I was so upset when Jimmy Butler thought he could crack joke on Buddy Hield. When he joined the Heat last minute, going into the championship, and still didn't win. You can't be cracking joke on Buddy Hield and don't win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you notice how Buddy just took the chafe in? You just take it and just smile. Buddy buckets, because you're a Bahamian.
That's mom.
You know how to do that because you know why you're there, right? And then when you go home, talk about them how you want. Don't do it online. That's the next thing. Gentlemen, anything you put online is
Can't take
there forever.
Can't
You
take back.
cannot take it back, right? So you see a lot of people, they just put anything online. My friend here, you popping wheelies again? Don't let nobody record you popping wheelies unless you're preparing a professional tape, right? To give to a sponsor or to a team that you want to manage you. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Okay, producer, let's go to a break. And then after the break, we open up the phone lines. I'm going to turn the volume up on the mic, on the headphones. And if any C.I. Gibson alum want to call in, now is the time to call in and give these young men your support. Because winning the Hugh Campbell Championships is no easy feat. You're on the clock with Erin Greene and the C.I. Gibson Rattlers. This is 42nd Hugh Campbell
Yes.
Champions. Y'all stay tuned. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Sullivan, that's in the morning. Scouts out here like grass on melon. And let me tell you one thing, I'm going boom.
Beulah gal, can you believe this? We are now the patrol queens of the neighborhood.
We now large and in charge. So we need to check out what's going on in everybody's yard. What about that gun that we know that Junior and his homeboys just ran out? Can we report that too?
Of course we can.
But we could be in deep trouble if they find out.
We need to report what we see, Beulah. When you call Crime Stoppers, they just answer your call in Miami.
So then we can report everything? Guns, where they hiding the drugs, who shoot who part of which gang, or who disturbing the peace with the loud music and the motorcycles.
Then our neighborhood will be the best in the Bahamas. And everybody gonna want to come live here. And then our house price will go up, gal.
So what we waiting on? What's the number?
If you see something, say something. Let us all pitch in and stop the crime before it's your time. Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands. Or text us through the Crack Crime Bahamas app. Stop the crime before it's your time.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The following is a paid political message.
Find it here. You're looking for truth. Find it here. Vote for MacGyver. She's here for you. See everybody in Kalani. Change his hair. Hands in the air. See everybody in Kalani. Vote for MacGyver. She is a fighter.
That was a paid political message.
Struggling to find your financial rhythm? Make that move to Fidelity and let us help you orchestrate your financial goals into perfect harmony with free financial coaching sessions. Make that move today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app. Nassau, Bahamas.
Welcome back to On the Clock with Erin Greene. That music you're hearing, that's the C.I. Gibson school song. It's an instrumental version, and I ain't gonna make these by them in here sing it for y'all because I chafing them up. QC Comets chafing them up in the break. But I just want to say once again, gentlemen, thank you very much. The phone line is open. We got a caller on the deck. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss Greene. Good morning to KJ Johnson. You're making Baptist Bible and Gospel Light proud, sir. But, Miss Greene, do you know that your boys up in Fox Hill won the first Hugh Campbell at L.W. Young?
What, L.W. Young won the first Hugh Campbell?
L.W. Young.
Okay, way to go.
What I want to say, though, is KJ Johnson, I have the most respect for him. He, in this 21st century, is like a Neville Wisdom in track and field in the 80s.
Okay.
They scope out their players. They're real coaches, and they're real physical education teachers. They go around to the junior schools, and they get the best out.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Neville Wisdom used to go around to every school track and host meet, and the best end up in government. I know you do it yet, and I see that's why you have the respect, Mr. KJ Johnson. But I am glad this is the only sport event you can't hear the sock people making no noise. Just sock have a basketball team.
Yeah, man, Coach, Sock have a basketball team, right?
Yes, they do. They do.
They do.
But you never hear nothing but sock in the No You Gamble yet.
Well,
I see QC trying to sneak the way up, Miss Greene.
You see how close we came?
They can't do nothing with you now. You're on a good run.
All right.
I think you in the position now. Sorry to say it like this, because I know you're a good sportsmanship person, but I think you're now putting a hurt on Grand Bahama teams.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can take that on behalf of the comments. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next caller. Good morning, caller.
Hey, Erin, good morning.
Morning.
And good morning to Coach Johnson and the Rattlers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm just calling as a former alum. I'm a 1976 student of C.I. Gibson, and listening to this conversation, it brought memories of the smile that Mr. Hugh Campbell himself, if he had known the man, he was humble, but things like this would have really put that gorgeous smile that he had on his face. It would have been a celebration at that time, probably for a whole week, 2 weeks, and you just made me proud to know that C.I. Gibson is still excelling in sports. Mr. Johnson, in my closing remarks here, Mr. Bill Morgan was there when I was there. Man, he did a tremendous job. Frank Pancho Ramming was there. Pat Roll was there. All physical education teachers, they did exceptionally well when it came down to the sports. You're standing on their shoulders, and I say congratulations to you on ensuring that C.I. Gibson continues to shine in sports as you move forward. And to the fellas there in representing the team, congratulations to you guys. Continue with your education. Continue with your sportsmanship. And, hey, let's make the Bahamas proud. You're going forward. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let's go to the next caller. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. Am I on?
Yes, you're on.
Hi, how are you, Erin?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And I just verified because I was going to ask if that's Coach Johnson from C.I. Gibson. He has a team in there as well with him?
Yes.
We here.
They're here.
Oh, good morning, Coach Johnson and the Rattlers.
Good morning.
Okay, and good morning to the nation. Happy to have been browsing through at this time to take the opportunity to say two things to you, Coach Johnson. I've been monitoring your program over the years, right? Going back about 25 years or so, right? And one of the things that I want to acknowledge and lift you up for publicly is that I always respected the fact that you developed your teams from within. You develop your teams and their talent from within. Not only did I monitor that you were providing opportunities to give upliftment to the athletes that played in your program, but you look within the C.I. Gibson School and you work with the talent that you had in the pool of students in the school, and you developed that talent and you took them to the next level, and you provided the platform for their talents to shine without allowing for anything personal or anything political in the field of basketball to interfere with the students having their opportunities to shine. I believe that's something that's critical and that's been missing in sports in our country, even to this day, for decades. Too much politics has interfered in sports. Too much outside influence has interfered in sports, and it disadvantages students with real talent and puts them on the back bench rather than keeping them in the forefront. And with your program, you've managed to block that out and allow for the naturalness, for nature to take its course in the development of your students. And I want to praise you for that. Continue the great work. I don't even know what it is y'all are celebrating today, but I was just happy to, as a former athlete myself, as I said, having monitored your program from at least 25 years ago, and I played on a superstar basketball team that was not built within like your programs have been. Thank you for the opportunity, Erin. God bless.
Absolutely. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, sir.
See, I like the mention of politics in basketball because y'all wouldn't accept the Johnson Road Raccoons. They have opposable thumbs. They could play basketball, but y'all stay discriminating against us. We could beat y'all. I mean, the raccoon could climb up the pole to dunk, but we could beat y'all. Let's go to the next caller. Good morning, caller. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Greene. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I just wanted to call in regards to the Hugh Campbell name and everything.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hugh Campbell that lived one time on Montrose Avenue opposite Rose Memorial Church?
Well, he is the former educator. I'm looking at the notes here. I'm not quite sure if they reference where he lived.
And he also was a principal at C.I. Gibson at one point.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So I remember growing up in the valley, there was a Mr. Campbell, but I think that's Hugh Campbell there that they went to St. George's Church. He has his older son is an ear, nose, and throat doctor specialist.
Okay.
I have a daughter that is a registered nurse. He had a son named Jimmy and a son named Christopher that went to the government high with I. And I think all of them went off to university, schooled all his children. I think all of them are still living. And I know, for damn well sure, he was a Valley boy.
There you go.
Have a good day, Miss Greene.
Thank you very much for that history. But you see, right? That's why I had a little history, because sometimes people call in and they tell you things you just would have never known. Any of you guys grow up in like the Palmdale, Montrose Avenue area? Any of y'all from around there? Them too. See, that's history. That's history. If you gone to St. George's Church, he could have been your neighbor. Awesome. Okay. That's where you go, St. George's? Good Anglican? Good stuff. Any other guys who will represent your faith, your church here? Any Catholics in the room?
Rachel.
Yeah, good stuff. Seventh-day Adventists? Good stuff. Baptists?
Baptist, absolutely. New Testament Baptist Church.
All right, Methodists?
Bahamas Christian Fellowship.
I don't see any locks, but Rastafari? You could be. Right, because it's the faith that moved the mountain. Right? So Randall Fox wrote the book, The Faith That Moved the Mountain. It's the faith that moved the mountain. And it's evident, right? Not just from your play and your success and your win, but from this time with you, with your coach, right? It's your belief in yourself and your belief in the program you're working with, and your belief that the coaches working with you have your best in mind. It is that faith that drove you forward. So always hold on to faith. Okay, who is the next? Hugh Campbell, I know y'all start training already. Your coach don't play. I know y'all start training already. Who you think is going to be your toughest competition for the 43rd Hugh Campbell Classic? Who you think left this year's tournament so hot that they started training that night to beat y'all?
Probably Tabernacle again.
No, I think it could be Anadol.
Anadol?
I did get beyond it all.
My friend in the corner say none of them. They might as well just go take a nap for a couple months. All right.
I think QC Comets did extremely well, and the reason why they did well is because they worked hard all summer. All right.
All right.
They coaches from QC had their players in development programs all summer and basketball camps all summer.
Okay.
And you put in the work during the summertime. The results comes when you play in your private school championships and also the Hugh Campbell. But you got to start from summer.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we got just a couple of minutes left. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Do you have a shout out? Do you have people who you have to thank? Like who is provide the coconut tarts for the team? You can never forget to thank the person who's provide the coconut tarts for the team.
Shout out to you.
See, I knew something was up.
My mom, Ashley and Delva.
No, say that louder. Say that louder.
My mom, Ashley and Delva.
Oh, Esseline Devil? She's make the coconut tart for real?
Shout out Miss Thompson, Miss Newboy, the whole Rattler family, man. Miss Grant, all of them.
Call their name. Call their name. All right.
Greg Smith Jr., our skill coach.
All right.
Shout out
Mark
Babbles.
Connor. Miss Jocks.
All right.
Porter. Javonde Smith.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Call a name. Call a name.
Cody Roberts.
Cody Roberts.
Keon Dean.
Yeah, see, when you watch the NBA, right? You remember Spike Lee? Y'all know who Spike Lee is, movie producer?
Yeah, from New York.
Right. Spike Lee never miss a game. Spike Lee attended so many games that he became a part of New York Knicks culture, right? And sometimes his mom understands who psych out the other players, you know. Y'all believe it's y'all dunking and thing. His mom who have them out their socks.
Right.
All right, so that's awesome. Shout out. Any other students? Anything in the school you want to shout out? A word you want for the public to know about your school?
Definitely, we want to shout out to our principal. And these guys know our principal get their back. Miss Chavez Rutherford, Miss Thompson. I already call Miss Thompson name already.
Yeah.
And all the teachers that comes out religiously. Tony, Miss Hannah,
Archer.
Miss Archer, all these guys come out and really support. Miss Haley, everybody who support this program 100%. And I can't not call the extended C.I. Gibson family, all of the custodians who support and always get these boys, Snake Man, always giving good word of
Miss Jackson,
encouragement.
we can't forget Miss
Yeah,
Jackson.
of course,
Yeah.
Miss Jackson and the whole 9 yards, all those guys who support the program. We thank you and we appreciate you, and we will not be successful without you guys.
Absolutely. Okay, so last year the school celebrated 60 years as an institution. So I think this is phenomenal, right? That you end the 2025-2026 year with the Hugh Campbell Championship, right? To sign off on the 60 years anniversary. And say congratulations to the institute. Now the very last thing, the baton race to start the GSSA
Jubilee SA
Championships, track and field, right? Was a couple of days ago.
Yes.
Did they let the Hugh Campbell champions run the baton with
Yes.
y'all did?
Mario Road.
Listen, I didn't even know, but I put it in my notes to ask. I'm so happy. Mario, listen. Thank you for leading I sure your team tell you thank you for leading your team along with the coaches to this success.
Yes, ma'am.
42nd, Hugh Campbell Basketball Classic champions. Y'all are stars here. Way to go. Way to go. Anyway, you guys, this has been On the Clock with Erin, C.I. Gibson, Rattlers Greene. Yes, Neil Knowles, I take you in your school today. It's a pleasure to be a rattler today. And my boy Sidney gonna teach me how to pop a bicycle. Let me tell you why, though. Let me tell you why. Y'all know Sawyer Boy, the comedian, right? Yeah. I sure he been to Mutton Fest the other day. And I sure he bring me back a mutton. You know what a mutton is? That's like a sheep. I need to learn how to pop a mutton. I ain't taking my car on the road with y'all bad drivers no more. When I rear my mutton and them two horns in the air, when I bring them two horns down on your back trunk, it over. Anyway, Sydney, it was a pleasure to meet you. Only because he's sitting right next to me. You know, I've been chafing him all morning. Listen to the rest of the team, Mr. Roll. Y'all call your names again. Shout them out.
Keyshawn Dean.
Mario Roll.
Simeon, my boy.
Sydney Hicks.
There you go. That's the C.I. Gibson Rattlers champions. Now, y'all, stay tuned. Because C.I. Newry and Guardian Radio AM is up with another exciting show. Y'all have a great day.
See y'all again next year.
Hey, shout out. Nope.
They know, cause I know that they know how my people do. Ah, yeah.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.